Thank you for inviting this presentation. I will present on our flagship product, the AutoScholar Advisor. Here's the problem statement. In South Africa, only 25% of entering students complete in minimum time. This causes skills shortages in the economy, low subsidy income to academic institutions, and ever-increasing student debt. The student debt crisis is a crippling global phenomenon. Students must commit to a high level of debt with no guarantee of employment or even graduation. Our solution, the AutoScholar Advisor, uses artificial intelligence and data science to advise students, staff, and executives on a path to success. It identifies students who are at risk of failing long before actual failure. It gives students, lecturers, and support staff the time needed to reach out, make changes, and stay on track. Even lecturers and management can be identified as being at risk. Staff also need to understand if their teaching and management methods are not working. Instead of being punitive, the goal is to help lecturers improve their performance and to develop their own careers. It also helps senior executives to direct resources and funding to where it is most needed. The AutoScholar encourages the sharing of teaching and learning materials across institutions. If a lecturer or even a student creates useful study or testing materials, it can be shared across multiple universities to promote student self-study and self-testing. The system strictly observes the privacy and protection of personal information protocols and delivers functionality without sharing information, even with AutoScholar staff. We do this through encrypted APIs, so no matter what the institution data structure is, it can be translated to the AutoScholar specification and the functionality delivered consistently. We've seen this work again and again. To understand this in better detail, please access our videos and documentation at modernscholarship.org. We can estimate the return on investment to an institution. We estimate the current loss of subsidy based on the failure rates, and then we calculate the increase in subsidy for only a 2% improvement in pass rate. The annual subscription fee is then just 10% of this increase of subsidy. When actually working with universities, the increased graduation rate is actually about 25%. So this translates to an excellent return on investment. There are other value aspects which you can read about in the documentation. This slide shows the institutions who are at various stages of implementation of the AutoScholar. For about 4 years, just 3 institutions had active implementations. For those 3 active subscribers, we receive about $170,000 US. The Kresge organization from the US is supporting a program for 14 South African institutions to evaluate the use of the AutoScholar. We anticipate that if the 14 institutions have a good experience, this will lead to US and other market receptions. Separate to this, there is collaboration and exchange with 2 other US organizations. Overall, we consider ourselves to be at the very early growth stage. Now, we will continue with AutoScholar building relationships with the universities, but with our new Scholar Cloud project, students will be able to connect more directly. So a student signs up to the service and maintains a Scholar Cloud profile. They study the available materials on Scholar Cloud and undertake self-testing and self-evaluation. They form a picture of what studies and careers they will enjoy and be good at. So they build and maintain a portfolio or profile that shows employers and universities their growing competence. They can then go on to undertake traditional study and earn traditional degrees and so on. It's a win-win-win solution which helps a student make progress without going into debt. It helps universities receive better prepared students with high subsidy potential, and it helps lecturers receive competent, engaged, and successful students. To find out more, please visit modernscholarship.org or go ahead and write to me. Thank you kindly for listening.